I'm Janet Vogel. I'm the Library Director here at the Hiram College Library. Today we're going to use Academic Search Complete and EbscoHost database to talk a little bit more about how to select your search terms. So to get started, you want to really think about the most important parts of your topic. So if I'm interested in social media marketing strategy and I want to find out what the best strategy might be, I could try including best or most important in addition to social media marketing strategy or marketing strategy in social media. But typically, when I'm listening to that phrase, the things that stand out to me are marketing strategy and social media. I don't need to worry about best and some of those other pieces. So you really want to think very carefully about what your keywords should be. And we can, once you've started with something, we can go in even further. But I'm going to just start typing here, and you can see that it's giving me some suggestions. And I can even see marketing strategy, social media appearing right here. So I can select that, and it will do the search for me here. And I can see that I got 132 results. And it looks like many of them are probably good, right? They've, as I look at the subjects, which is telling me what the article is about, I can see social media, marketing strategy coming up a number of times. However, one little tip for you. So when I have done this, I just made a phrase, marketing strategy, social media. If I include the word "and" in here and I redo the search, you'll see I started with 132 results. Now I have 693, because what it's trying to do is, rather than try to find marketing strategy, social media as a phrase, it's automatically looking for marketing strategy and social media. So it's looking for just those two terms together rather than a phrase. And so that could be helpful to you, because sometimes you get too many results, but sometimes it can be hard to find just the right results. And you need to really think about the best way to locate those. So here I have a few examples. I'm going to click on scholarly and peer reviewed, and just to limit things out for me a little bit further, I've dropped it back down to 335. So now let's talk a little bit more about, let's say these results weren't quite what we wanted, and we need to try to figure out better ways to find the results that we want. So one example could be, maybe I'm interested in marketing my academic library, because here I am at a college library. So I can see academic libraries and academic librarians as potential options, as well as libraries and archives. And so this is a really important thing to note, is that sometimes it really depends on what form the word is that you use. So libraries, librarian, library singular, so L-I-B-R-A-R-Y versus libraries, can make a big difference in what I'm looking for, right? So let's say if I had done social media and marketing strategy and library, it might not have pulled this up, because it's always utilizing the plural. So as you're doing your research, you want to sometimes think about the different types of words that might come up for you. So the different forms that a word might take. In addition, I can utilize some of these suggestions over here on this side. Now, what this will do if I utilize the subject thesaurus term or this subject here is it's actually going to limit me based on the results I've already got. So if I were to click this, it's going to limit me down to 133 from 335. So that might be good, again, if I have too many. But instead, what I might use for this is to help me expand my search, or to think of additional keywords that I might try. So for example, maybe I'm also interested in internet marketing, or maybe I want social networks in addition to social media. So what I can do is modify my search accordingly. I'm going to select the advanced search here. So it's left what I had so far. But let's say I want marketing strategy, so that's a good one. And I want social media or social networks. And you can see, right, that it is making some suggestions for me. And it's suggesting social networking, and it's also giving me social networks. I know from looking at some of those previous results that social networks might be the better choice because that is a subject term in this database. And this is where I've said before, you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble by just blindly selecting whatever it suggests for you. Sometimes you have to do a little bit more thinking about it. So I'm going to do social networks, and then I'm going to press search over here, and that should give me some additional results. Because so what this is doing is it's looking for marketing strategy, and then it's looking for an article that has either as a subject or a keyword or in the title the word social media or social networks. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because these Boolean searches don't always do what you expect them to do. So the or actually expands your search out because it's looking for one or the other. But here again, if this is what I'm looking for, if I needed more results, that's one way to expand things out and to know that social networks and social media could be a different type of search. Additionally, if I click on the title of this article, I can read the abstract. Maybe it will give me some suggestions. I can look at some additional subject terms to see if that's going to give me any suggestions for verbs to use when I'm searching for new articles or additional articles. You just have to really get a feel for the best ways to do your searching, and it's not always easy. It takes a lot of trial and error. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of an overview of ways to try to utilize your search strategy to try to find the best keywords. But if you ever need additional assistance, please feel free to reach out to a librarian. We're always happy to brainstorm different search terms for you because sometimes your first thought isn't always going to get you the best results, and we can try to help you think of some additional searches and search terms. So feel free to contact us either by visiting us here in the library or by contacting us via email, library@hiram.edu.